Yeah, we'll go to that next one, sorry. Hey, stand against that wall for me, okay? I know that I'm sure they already searched you, but when you come in here, I gotta search you again, okay? Face this wall for me. Spread your feet for me, Danny. Step off that wall a little bit. There you go. Hey, when I take each handcuff off you, put your hand on the wall, okay? Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Is there anything on you that they may have missed? Pocket knife or tobacco or anything like that? Yeah, put that on the wall. Keep them on the wall for me, okay, buddy? That's yours?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lean back for me, or step back for me. All right. Have a seat right there, Danny. I'll be in a few minutes, all right? Do you want anything, water or anything? You want a water? Okay. Did you ask for some water?
Yeah, there you go, sir. Thank you.
right, Dan? Alright, this is my partner, Detective Lee. Have you met him before? I don't think he was with me the last time.
What's going on, man? I'm alright.
You have to bear with me. It's been a long day, so I'm going to drink coffee as we talk. They tell you why you got picked up today?
No.
You have no idea?
No.
Okay. You have a warrant. I got a warrant for you for murder, for Andrea. So you're being arrested for murder today.
Okay. Y'all say so.
Okay. I'm sure you have a lot of questions for me. But again, this is kind of one of those things that we've been working on for a while, and you know that. Before we go any further, I'm going to read you your rights, okay? I know last time we talked, we went over your rights and everything, but I want to make sure that you understand them. Fair enough? All right. I'll sit close to you if that's all right. You know where you're at? You're at the policeman building. Today's the 7th of December, and it is 6:37 p.m. Danny, can you read?
Yes.
Can you write?
Yes.
You been drinking alcohol today?
No.
Drugs? Taking any drugs today?
Just aspirin.
Just aspirin? Nothing prescribed?
No.
I'm going to put aspirin right here, okay? No medications? You're not taking anything?
You just aspirin, like I said before.
Do you wear glasses?
No.
Contacts?
No.
How's your mental health?
Good.
Good? Okay. If you can read this first line out to me out loud, starting with you and ending in the Constitution.
You have the rights, the following rights under the United States Constitution.
Correct. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with the lawyer. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay, if you understand your rights, sign right here. I know the last time we talked, I got a little bit of information about kind of, you know, your background and stuff like that, but I kind of want to go back there again, if you don't mind, just kind of see how you grew up and everything like that. Do you have an issue with that? Okay. Didn't you tell me you grew up in Alabama?
Yes.
You did? Is that where you were born at?
Yes.
Where were you born in Alabama?
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa? Okay. Where'd you go to school at in Alabama?
Pickens County High.
Say again?
Pickens County High School.
Okay. Any brothers or sisters or anything like that?
3 sisters.
3. I think you told me that last time, didn't you? And you've got no brothers.
No.
What about you and your dad? Are you and your dad close?
Not really.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Or are him and your mother still together?
No.
Okay. Is your mom and your dad close?
Somewhat.
I mean, do they stay?
No.
Okay. How was your dad with your upbringing? Was he involved or not involved? Or
Not involved.
not involved at all? Did you have anybody to kind of mentor you, or is it just
Myself.
that you just
Myself and streets.
it's just you in the streets? What about your sisters? Were they older or younger?
Older.
Did
I did have an uncle.
you did? Did he take part in your life?
Yeah.
And was he? I mean, was he a good?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a good role model. Okay. And did you finish high school, or
No.
how far did you go in school?
8th grade.
8th grade. Okay. What made you not go any further in high school?
Went to job corps.
What kind of work did you do in Job Corps? What were you trained? I know you go there for training. Is that right?
Welding.
What's that?
Welding.
Did you ever do anything with that?
No.
Okay. When you were growing up, did you get in trouble as a kid?
Not really.
Because I checked to see, as far as your arrest, I saw think I saw you had some arrests in like Palm Beach or something like that.
Yes.
What was that about?
Over my family.
It was. Were you fighting with like a sister or mom or your dad or?
Over my sister.
What was it? Hands on or no hands or verbal? Or?
Man, they let me out, so
Okay.
they know I was just there with them.
I got you. Did you ever get arrested in Alabama?
I can't even know. It's been so long ago.
Okay. How did you get to Jacksonville? What made you come from Jacksonville or from Alabama to Jacksonville?
My mom.
She moved all y'all? And she's over on, is she on Oakleaf Road, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Who's she living over there with?
My 3 sisters. Well, my other 2 sisters.
Are they involved in your life? And
Yeah.
They are? Were they close to Andrea?
Yeah.
They were? What do they think about all this?
My mom know I ain't do this.
Your mom, she don't think you did it?
My mom know I did.
Okay. How do you feel about what happened to Andrea?
I feel sick about it. What I'm saying, I don't see why y'all messing with me.
You know, you're looking down when you say that.
Yeah,
And you can't even look me in the eye when you say that.
I'm serious because I'm tired of y'all messing with me. Y'all looking for the wrong person. Y'all looking at the wrong person.
How many times have I messed with you?
All this time y'all come to my house, get my cars.
Right.
I give you everything. That's what.
Wouldn't you want us to do that?
Yes, but I want y'all to find who did this too.
Right. I did find out who did it.
Who?
I mean, you realize I have a warrant in my hand right here, right?
The warrant don't
Hear me
mean
out.
anything.
You got to hear me out. You realize that this warrant is an arrest warrant for you, right?
Yeah.
And you realize that I had to have a state attorney, a prosecutor, review this, and I had to have evidence to get this. And then after I have a state attorney review this, you know this goes in front of a judge.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Okay. And
I got 3 uncles in the police. I know what all y'all doing.
where are they? Where are they police at?
Alabama.
Are they still police?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, Danny, that you wouldn't be sitting here if you didn't kill Andrea. And this is one of those times in your life where you can make a decision to do the right thing or to keep doing what you're doing.
I didn't do this.
You did do this, Danny.
No, I didn't.
And I can prove you did it.
Okay, well, we can prove it in court.
I'm going to. But I'm sitting here having a conversation with you. I'm hoping that you'll at least be a man and at least tell me, you know what, Detective Gibson? I screwed up.
I'm not finna say that because I know I didn't.
Okay.
I know I didn't. So I'm not finna sit there and tell you that to you.
Okay. I'm telling you that I have evidence that says otherwise.
Take me to jail. Let's go to court.
So you don't want to even talk about it?
No.
What's that?
No.
Okay. All right. You don't want to sit here and talk to me and try to figure.
For what?
Well, I want to make sure that I'm clear that you just said you don't want to talk and you want to go to jail. So I want to make sure that I understand that you don't want to talk anymore. That you're done.
I don't need to talk about this because I know I didn't do it.
Okay, so you're telling me that you don't want to talk to me.
I'm talking to you now.
You don't want to talk to me about this case.
Well, let's talk.
What's that?
Let's talk.
You just told me that you didn't want to talk.
You want to talk or not?
No, I do, but I want to make sure.
Okay, I'm sitting here, so let's talk.
I want to make sure I understand that fact that you told me at first that you don't want to talk and you don't want to go to jail, but now you're telling me that you're willing to talk to me.
Okay, so let's talk. Whatever it's going to go in court anyway. So,
Right. Tell me why you think that you're sitting in here.
well, I really don't know. You saying I did it,
Right.
but I know I did it.
Okay. First time we talked, you told me that you were over at your house when you got some text messages from Andrea
Yes.
saying that she needed help and that you went over there after you went and picked up Jones, that you and Jones went over there together
Yes.
and that you found her.
Yes.
And I'm telling you right now that I can prove that's not true. I have evidence to prove that you were at that house before that.
Yes. Yes. I was at the house before that. Yes.
Okay.
I went and picked up her charger key.
Okay.
She gave me the charger key.
What time did you pick up the charger key?
It was about 9 something.
What time did you get there?
I can't remember the exact time.
Do you know what time you left?
I can't remember. It went shortly after she gave me the key.
So you're telling me you got there at 9 something.
It's between 9:30 and 10 or something like that.
Did you go in the house?
Hmm?
Did you go in the house?
Yes. She opened the door and let me in.
Okay. And were you there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Did you guys argue?
No.
There was no arguing between you two.
No. She gave me the key.
And then you left.
But she know how my car is. She know my car. I had to put it in the shop and get the oil change. My tire was bad, so she gave me the charger key. I still got the charger key.
When you left, did you go straight home?
Yeah, I went straight home.
And how long were you at home before you started getting messages from her?
She started messaging me about 11 something. 11 something.
She started. How long had you been? Had you been home for?
Yeah, I went home.
Been home for an hour, 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Like 30, 35, 45 minutes.
So if you started getting messages from her about 11, you're saying you were at the house for about 30 to 45 minutes.
Yes.
At her house, or at your house,
In my house.
before you got that. So you're telling me that you were probably at your house by at least 10, 15.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that.
Right. I know that's not true. I know what time you got to her house, Danny, and it wasn't after 9.
Okay, I don't know the exact times.
Okay. You're not even.
You're asking me.
What you're telling me is not true. You didn't just go over there for.
I went over there and get the charger key. The charger key is still in my car now.
Okay. I'm not saying you didn't get the charger key, but I'm telling you that you weren't over there for any 20 minutes. You were over there for some time. And you were the only one over there. Because nobody else came in that house. And I know this for a fact. I'm not going to lay out my whole case, but you know how I know.
I already know who was all over her house.
Okay.
So she told me her friend D.
Yeah, her friend D left probably about 7 o'clock that night. Probably about 7:15. Somewhere in that time frame, she was gone. So I'm giving you a chance. This is your chance, Danny. If you want to look like a monster and a cold-blooded killer, then that's what you're going to look like. But if you came over there and things just went wrong and it was an accident or you lost your temper or it was a mistake, then now's the time for you to tell me. But if you want to stick to the fact that we're crazy and all this evidence I have is bullshit, you're going to look terrible. Okay, people understand when people screw up and make a mistake.
I didn't make no mistake because I know I didn't do this. I put my right hand to God. I didn't do this.
So, why did you tell me you didn't own a gun?
I didn't. She did.
No, you told me that you didn't own a gun.
I never owned a gun.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. She had a little. I mean, when I first got to Florida, I had a 25. She had a 22,
Mm-hmm.
and she kept it up in a box in her closet.
When I interviewed you, I specifically asked you if she owned a gun, and you specifically told me that she did not own a gun.
But
And you
told
gotta let me finish. You interrupted me.
Okay,
I'll let
go
you
ahead.
talk. You specifically told me that she did not own a gun, and you told me that she wouldn't own a gun. I mean, that was your word. She was like, she didn't.
She's in the Navy.
I'm telling you what you told me. This is what you told me.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have other people who have given me testimony saying they saw that gun in your
I'm
house.
not worried about them.
Okay, well, you
I'm
should be
not
worried,
I'm
Danny.
not worried about other people.
You should be worried. Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to look like you went over there with the sole purpose to kill her. And now I know things were rough with you guys, and I know they were up and down. And I know that isn't totally your fault. I know that she was still talking to you, and I think you were probably thinking she was leading you on. But I'm telling you right now, if you stick to this, you're going to look like a cold-blooded murderer. And that's what you're going to look like. All this evidence right here is you. If you flip about right in here, these are all discs. Surveillance discs, stuff I pulled off your car disc, things that I pulled off of your phone, things I pulled off of your Facebook. Mm-hmm. I've been pretty busy the last couple months. Okay, and I'm not going to step to you if I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean, being a man is owning up to what you did.
I am a man, and I know I ain't do this.
I know you did it. For a fact, you did it.
Okay.
You killed that woman.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
And we can prove it, Danny.
You can say what you want to say. I know I did. I don't care what evidence.
What about the evidence? What about when the evidence says you
did? I don't care what evidence you got. You can't put me to killing her.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. So when 5 minutes ago, when you lied to me about what time you were over there and what time you left, that's the second time you lied about it.
They don't.
That says a lot.
No, it don't. It don't give you the alibi that I did this.
It does when you've already told me 2 lies about being over there. Why are you lying about being over there?
I told you. I went over there to get the charger key.
Okay. Where did you park when you went over there to get the charger key?
I parked because I didn't supposed to. She told me to park at the at the mailbox.
You parked in the mailbox.
Yes.
Okay.
Because she didn't want me to park in front of the house.
And how did you know that?
She told me.
When did she tell you that?
She told me on Messenger.
On
she
Messenger.
called me.
She told you to park in the mailbox?
Yes.
That's not true because I looked on there and that message isn't there. But I do know you called her. You called her at 8:55.
Yes.
When you were
I
there.
said on Messenger. I didn't say on Messenger text. On Messenger. She told
But
me to
you
park
called
at the
her
mailbox.
when you got there.
Okay, so you didn't see no calls from her on there.
I did.
To me.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she wasn't calling you. Don't think I'm not. Don't think that I think that you were the only one contacting her. I know. I've seen all the messages.
Okay.
I see all the messages on hers. Even though you erased all yours up until that day, I have all of hers between you guys. So I know she was contacting you. So don't think I'm not seeing the whole big picture. I'm seeing the big picture.
Okay.
But when you tell me, oh, I'm over there after 9, that's just not true.
I really don't know the time thing.
And you weren't over there for any 15 minutes, I'll tell you that. I know that for a fact.
Okay. I'm not finna admit to something I didn't do.
Okay. Is there any questions you have of me?
Huh?
Okay. You're going to be booked in tonight on this warrant, okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to sit in here with you all night. If you, like I said, I've already said this. If you're going to look like a monster, that's on you. At least when I get done with this and I put my file together, I'll be able to walk over to the state attorney's office and I'll say, hey, I talked to Danny Beard not once and not twice. Here you go. Here's all the evidence. He said he don't know nothing about nothing.
I ain't say I ain't know nothing about nothing.
Okay, then what do you know? If you know nothing about, if you know something, tell me what you know.
I told you, I'm telling you now, I did not do this.
Okay. Then who did it?
How do I know? That's y'all job to find out.
Well, I found out.
We did.
Okay, well, we'll see in court.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, the evidence is the evidence. This is one of those cases where it really don't matter what you say, because this is really your opportunity to tell us what happened and why. All right, because we already got you dead to rights, and it's just a matter of how you're going to look in front of that jury.
Okay, I go in front of the jury. My lawyer will be there. We can handle it in court.
Okay.
That's all we waiting on for this to happen. Y'all charge me with something.
You say what?
So you're waiting for this?
Waiting on.
You've been waiting for this?
Yep. That's why I haven't got a lawyer yet until y'all charge me with something. So my uncle's police officer. I know everything that go on.
Your uncle a homicide detective?
Yep.
Yes.
One of them is.
He still is right now?
Yes.
Okay. I think he's going to be pretty disappointed in you when he sees everything that we have.
Well,
You don't think he will?
my uncle knows. You know I ain't do this.
He knows you wouldn't do it?
My whole family know I wouldn't do something like this.
Why do they think that you wouldn't do something like this?
Because they know me. My exes know me.
You know what's weird about that? You just said that? Guess where I was probably? Well, I'm not going to tell you where I was, but I'll tell you this. I traveled out of state, and I interviewed one of your witnesses. She's scared to death of you. Did you know that? And she described how you beat her up and how you smashed her phone.
I'm not hurt because I don't know nobody like that.
Okay.
Oh, well, she knows you.
And she lived with you. So when you say that, that's just another untruth that you're telling me in this
What
room.
you talking about? I know you talking about Camille.
Well, how do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, I stayed with her.
Okay. She's lying about that too, or
Lord.
about you putting your hands on her?
You see they dropped the case in court, right?
They didn't drop the case.
Yes, they did.
No, they
They
didn't.
dropped the case. You think
Tell
I
me.
didn't get arrested for it? They dropped the case.
I'm telling you, the case isn't dropped.
Yes, it is.
It's still
But
not the case.
I went to court with her.
All right. Well, I'm
And
telling
when
you.
when I went to court with her, she told the jury, I want it dropped.
But she still got an injunction against you because she was scared of you.
What?
She got an injunction against you.
No, she don't.
Yes, she does.
If she go to court and tell the judge she want it dropped, ain't no injunction.
Telling you, she's got an injunction against you. I read it.
I know what I'm talking about. 'Cause I was in court the day she went.
He's a smart dude, man.
If I did hit her like she said she did, and yes, I did break her phone, but I did not hit her.
Why would you break her phone?
Say again?
Why would you break her
Well,
phone?
she broke mine.
But, so she broke your phone and then you turned around and broke hers?
Yeah,
Was there a reason why she broke your phone?
because I had a message in my phone.
She told me the opposite. She said you found some messages and went crazy and
Yeah,
busted up her
I
phone.
did find message because she had naked pictures on the phone saying somebody else.
Isn't that the same thing that pissed you off about Andrea as well?
No.
That's not.
Me and Andrea had problems, but our problem didn't lead to this. I would never do this. I know, my family knows, God knows I would never do this.
Well, she says that you put your hands on her
Who?
before you killed her, Andrea.
I put my hands on her.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That ain't what she told my mama.
Well, I'm telling you what she's told the police, what she told the Navy, and what she told all her friends on her Facebook
One
Messenger.
thing I'm not worried about is the Navy. Navy
Oh, I
can't
know
touch
you ain't
me.
worried. You even put messages on there that they can't touch you. You ain't in the Navy.
Well, they can't.
And you're right. I'm just saying that that's the extent that she went to. She let everybody know what you did to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she took pictures and let everyone know what you did to her doors. And she was pissed. And she was asking you to pay her doors back. And you were telling her you were going to pay for those doors.
Yeah, and I paid for them.
Because you kicked them in.
Yeah.
Why would you?
And I paid for them.
Okay. So my point to you is to sit there and tell me that you've never been violent with anyone and all your family knows that.
That's not being violent. If I didn't kick her, I kicked the doors. That's totally different.
Why did you kick her doors?
She pissed me off. Instead of taking it out on her, I kicked the door.
What did she do? That's what I'm asking you to piss you off.
She took my truck.
Isn't that her truck?
No, it was both our truck.
Who makes the payments on?
I was.
Okay. She was telling everyone she was making payments on.
I know she tell everybody everything.
Why did you smash her iPad?
I smashed her who?
Her iPad.
iPad.
Yeah, she had an iPad that was all smashed that she said you smashed.
That's my iPad.
Her tablet.
That's my iPad.
Well, she said it was hers.
It's purple iPad. If it's purple iPad, got purple cover, it was mine.
You just smashed your own iPad?
Yes.
Any reason?
Yes, because I had pictures in there of the women. And I smashed it.
Okay. Were you going through her phone? Did that piss her off that morning? Not the morning she was killed, but the morning that you guys got into a fight. Were you going through her phone? Is that what started that argument?
Like, me and Andrea had understanding. Like, we went through our differences.
Danny.
Andrea knew, she knew what I was doing. She knew I talked to other women. She's in the Navy. She gone all the time, so she know. That's common sense.
Danny, I got video of you guys tussling over the phone. You're sitting at the dang bar or whatever. I can't remember if it was the bar or the table, and you're sitting in a chair, and she's sitting on the couch, and she gets up, and you're going through that phone, and she comes over there, and you guys start tussling over that phone. So, I'm telling you right now, I've done
Yeah, it's a phone. Who won't?
Why are y'all tussling over a phone?
That's all. That's relationship. People go through shit like that.
I'm not saying people don't go through a rough time,
It's a
but
phone.
when you sit there and tell me that you guys trusted each other,
I never said we trusted each other.
and she knew what you did,
It
that's...
never came out of my mouth and said
Okay.
we
What
trusted
did you
each
say?
other.
What did you say?
I said all relationships have problems.
Okay, I had problems, but what did you say after that?
I never said.
Didn't you say you had an understanding?
Yeah, we had understanding. There's not trust. I said understand. That's totally different. She know what I did.
So,
she know what I was doing.
did you know what she was doing?
Hmm?
Did you know what she was doing?
I know when you were talking to someone else.
Did that bother you?
No,
It didn't bother you.
no, because I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
Why would something bother me? And
I'm telling you that I have Facebook messages that are totally different than what you're telling me. And you reacting and acting totally different than what you're telling me.
I knew what Andrea was doing.
Okay. So why were y'all fighting over a phone?
Fighting over her phone?
Yeah.
Why would I fight over her phone?
I don't know. I don't know if she didn't want you going through it and you were going through it because you wanted to see who she was talking to, but...
I already knew who she was talking to.
Who was she talking to?
You know, I had friends in the Navy, too.
So who was she talking to?
Some guy named Terrence. I already knew.
Did you ever talk to Terrence?
Nope.
Had you ever met Terrence?
Nope. Told you, I had friends in the Navy, I know.
When you say she was talking to him, do you think they were involved or just friends?
I don't know. I was doing my own thing. She did hers.
I don't understand why you... When I ask you a question like that, that's a basic question. For you to sit there and tell me that it doesn't bother you, it's odd because I saw your messages between you two.
Yeah.
And I know it bothers you.
It's a message.
Okay.
It's a message.
Right.
That's what men do. We play like we mad about it, but we're not because we know what we doing.
Okay.
It's common sense. That's what men do.
That morning, did you threaten her with a gun?
No.
Why would she report to the police that you...
The police report that all this was because she went through with all this court stuff, me going to court and stuff like that. That's why they did not press charges on me then. Because for one, when they went to the house, they said the only reason we didn't put a warrant out for your arrest because Miss Washington didn't open her mouth. It was all her friends. Andrea know how much I love her. Andrea know that I wouldn't do nothing to harm her. She know this. That's why they did not press charges on me when they put on
She was scared to death of you, Danny.
Man, whatever.
I'm telling you, I read those messages. What about that time when she was sitting on the porch?
Okay, if she's scared to mess with me, why didn't she tell the police that when he came to the house and did the report? She did not open her mouth.
She did. She reported everything that happened.
No, she didn't.
I can read you the report.
I already know because the police told me. He said she did not open her mouth.
He may have been telling you that to protect her, but I'm telling you, she reported to the police what happened.
No.
And she talked about the
She
fight.
didn't report to the Navy did.
And no, I'm telling you, she did.
I
Listen,
know everything.
Okay, well, that day that you acted like you were in the house and you sent her a message and you were actually watching her on the video surveillance, she called the police that day.
I know.
Well, you just told me that she didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, she called the police that day.
No, she didn't call the police. Her friend called the police.
Okay, she had her friend call the police. But
that's how I know everything.
Okay. But I'm telling you, she spoke to the police. Danny, I'm going to tell you this right now.
She spoke to the police.
Yeah. I have not lied to you one time in this room.
When the police got there, he said Miss Washington didn't open her mouth. She said if she did, we would have came to your mother's house that night and arrested you.
That's not true. Not only did she provide a statement there, but she also went to court and got an injunction against you. She provided a statement there.
The Navy told her to go to court and get an injunction.
Well, she still went there and got one.
Yes.
And she provided a statement against you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And like all the other times, she said I did this and I did that. And the text message she sent me, she apologized for saying that.
Yeah. Well. Did she send you a message that day, apologizing for what you say is her?
She sent it the night before.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whatever she did, I let my mama and everybody else read.
What's your arm there? It's weird that you're telling me that you were over at her house sometime after 9 o'clock, because when I pull your phone, I find messages from her sent to you saying that she's outside of your house.
In my house.
Yeah, it's right here. right here at, and you're telling me just after 9 you're over at her house. But then over here at 9:15 it says, hey. And then you say, what, Andrea? You know I can't text me all lies you told. I know, Danny, I'm sorry. I just wanted you out. I'm sorry I told them you kicked me and stuff, but you wouldn't leave me. So I sorry. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're sending her one back. Now I got to go to court. You guys go on and on and on. She's telling you to forgive her. She tells you that she's outside your door. Why would she tell you she's outside her door, your door, if you're sitting at her house?
That's a good question.
Yeah. It's bullshit. You're over at her house, you're on her phone sending yourself messages. So when you go to court the next day, you can show the judge.
That's bullshit.
Well, I'm staring at it. It's right here.
Okay, so where is her phone?
You tell me. You took her phone.
Y'all the police. Y'all, this is y'all job.
It is my job.
Yeah, okay, y'all did your job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did our job. That's why you're here.
Okay, you ain't found with her phone.
You took her phone, but I don't. The biggest thing is I have your phone, and I have your other phone that you lied to me about having.
What other phone?
And your phone I found on your bed.
Why did I lie?
You told me.
No, I didn't. I didn't lie about it.
What'd you tell me?
You asked me, would I have? No, you didn't. You asked me about my phone. I said yes, I have a phone. Then you went to. I gave you permission to go in my house. So how did I lie about it? If you got
Because when I asked you about your phone, you told me that you didn't know where it was anymore, and that it had no service on it. That's what you told me.
That's my old phone. That's my other phone.
Okay,
I have another phone that got lost.
but that one was still active on your bed, correct?
No,
Yeah.
it was on the Wi-Fi, so it's not active on the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Is there any reason why there was a bunch of surveillance pictures on that phone? Can you checking her surveillance on that phone?
I got the what's called to it.
You got the what?
My name is under my what's called under my email. Anytime they have a problem, who you think they call?
So you're telling me you had access to it?
Yes.
Okay. But you're not living there is what I'm getting at, correct?
Yes.
You've been out of the house for probably 2 weeks?
Yes.
You've been living in this place on Vern Drive for probably 1 week? You were living at your mom's before that, and then you moved into this place. Oh, you weren't?
I've been at Vern Drive.
How long?
I've been at Vern Drive. Probably about 3 weeks. I just stayed at my mom's house. My
Right.
stuff been at Vern Drive.
So you've been over there for about 3 weeks, but why did you continue to check her surveillance?
It's under my thing. What's the difference? She come see me anyway. She at my house.
I know she did. I think she probably saw you that Thursday.
No, she came see me one week. She came the whole week. She right there by the base.
Yeah. But you still didn't answer my question.
What?
Why are you checking her video?
If it's on my phone, if it's under my what's called, I can actually do anything if it's under my email.
I get that. I'm not sweating you on that, saying that you didn't have a right to if you had access. If you had access,
So
but I'm asking you what. Because I'm telling you right now, when I dumped your phone, there was like
I'm checking on her.
you were just checking on her.
She said she's scared to stay in the house by herself.
But you knew she had her family there all day.
Yeah.
So why would
she texts me all day. She texts me when they left.
See how that looks though? It looks like you're being kind of possessive. See how it looks to us though? I'm just telling you how it looks though.
When she told me she scared to stay in the house by herself, that's when I would start checking her.
Now, can you explain, and I hate to keep harping on these messages, but can you explain why she would send you a text that she's at your house on the 16th at 9:30 when you, in fact, are in her house? I mean, it's right. I got it right here. Danny, I'm sorry, but it's what it is. I'm not happy with you anymore. That's why I lied, because you wouldn't leave. I'm sorry. Can you open the door? I'm outside your house. Are you going to tell me that you didn't send that?
No.
You're not going to tell me that, okay?
No, why would
Oh, you did send it
Why would I send something like that?
to help you in court.
That's something. That's something I'm not worried about. It's her phone.
Right. But why would she say I'm outside?
If I had her phone, you can track her phone at my house. You'll know
Right.
where her phone is.
Yes, it wasn't at your house.
Okay, then.
And
So
never-
I don't have it.
Right, but that's my point. You were at her house.
Yeah, you were at her house getting the charger key.
Why would she send you a text message saying that she's at your house? That makes no sense. You're setting the stage here, Danny.
I'm not saying nothing. Like I said, we can deal with it in court however y'all want.
Okay. I thought we were going to have an open dialogue, you and I.
It is open dialogue.
No, you keep saying
you asking me. You already convict me of this.
I haven't convicted you.
How come you just said I'm on the arrest for murder of Andrea?
Danny, I know, and I've already said this once, but I think you kind of interrupted me. I already know the who, the what, the when, the where. I just don't know the why.
Okay, and y'all ain't told me nothing. Y'all ain't told me how she died. Y'all ain't told me nothing.
You can tell me how she died because you were there.
Okay.
You killed her.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
Whatever you say. Y'all got all this evidence, but y'all don't have. Y'all got a phone.
We got all this evidence, and like I said,
Y'all
it's
don't
going
have
to
a
make you
phone.
look really bad.
You don't have a phone.
Y'all
not telling me how she died. Y'all don't know how she died. I'm like, man, come on.
Yeah, you know she was shot.
Come on, man.
That's why I've asked you about a gun. You know that.
Okay.
And you also know that when we searched your house, we found the same type of bullets that we found at the scene.
Okay, and she has it. If y'all do y'all job, it's in a box.
Why would you
It's
tell
in a
me?
box.
Why would you tell me? Why would you tell me that you didn't own a gun when I find bullets in your house?
Okay, because
And then you have a witness that says, "Yeah, I saw
because
a gun
her
in
kids was there. She gave it to me when
there."
her kids was there.
No. Bullets in your house.
Yes, she gave me the pistol when her kids was there.
Okay, so
Okay, I got the pistol and the bullets. When the kids left, she got the gun back.
when did the kids leave?
Right. Because she went and took them to Texas.
She took them to Texas while you were still at the house.
Yes.
Right. So there's no reason for you to have bullets unless you own a gun. And there's also you wouldn't have bullets to a gun that your close personal friend who's been sticking up for you this whole time said he saw a gun in your house.
Yes. And I told him that. I said, yes, it's Andrea. He knew who it was.
You say you told him that, but when I asked you in our original interview, you said, I don't own a gun. I haven't touched a gun since I was a teenager.
You asked me, have I owned a gun? I said, no.
I said, when's the last time you held a gun? And you know what you said?
No.
A teenager. And you know how I know that's not true?
Mm.
Because remember we tested you for GSR?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You may have cleaned up, but you tested 2 out of 3 particles for GSR. You don't believe that? You think I'm lying? I'm lying that you tested for 2 out of 3 particles of GSR on your hands. I'm lying about
I
that.
don't know you got no gunpowder on my hands. So.
Wow.
I'll tell you how. You shot that woman. And now you're going to sit in this room and you're going to cross your arms and you're not even going to be a man and you're not even going to look at me and let me at least be able to go back to her family and tell them what happened to her. That's what you're going to do.
No, her family telling me she got somebody slit her throat.
No. Her family knows you killed her and they're probably just telling you that to keep you at arm's length. But I've talked to her family. I've talked to her family at least once a week, if not more.
Yeah,
So I know what they
I
think.
talked to her son.
I know what they think. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. I know what they think.
Okay.
Her twin brother Avery, he's got my phone number on his phone. Not my city phone. Not the phone number you had. Not my desk phone number, but my personal cell.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm telling you right now, they think you're a cold-blooded killer.
Well, everybody think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jury's going to think that too.
Okay. Well,
That's going to be your ass.
Take it in
after
front of the jury.
You killed her, Danny, and then you're going to sit there and act like you don't give 2 shits.
I'm not saying I don't give 2 shits because I know I
How many times you call me
For what?
to check on this case?
None. Because
Why?
I got somebody that's telling me do not say nothing.
Well,
That's
I'm
why-
telling you right
that's
now,
why-
that's not normal behavior.
That's why I have.
If somebody killed my fiance or my wife or my girlfriend
why you think
or
I'm
my
talking,
sister,
why you think I'm talking to her son?
I don't know. I also know you try to pin her son on some bullshit phone calls and harassing phone calls. You try to put that on him.
I'm trying to put that on him.
You told her he was the one that was sending her harassing phone calls.
Okay, and someone from growing was.
I talked to the PI, and you know who he thinks was doing it?
I don't really know. Talking about Mr. Brown.
I sat and interviewed Mr. Brown for some time. He showed me a bunch of paperwork, a bunch of stuff he did, and he told me straight up, you were the one doing it.
Okay, so if I wasn't doing it, why did you press charges on me then? Why she go down there and
I
drop
don't
her?
know. I wish they would have pressed charges on you the first time you beat her up, because then she'd still be alive.
Yeah, that's why they press charges on me then, because they know I ain't do nothing. That's why. If they thought I did something that night, they would came to my mama's house and got it. Just like the police said.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's like this is a process.
And even though they went and got a warrant for you, they were still gathering evidence on that case.
And they didn't get a warrant from me.
What's that?
They didn't get a warrant from me.
They did or didn't?
They didn't.
Yeah, that's because they were still trying to get evidence that we have in this book. Receipts from the handyman from where you kicked in the door, pictures of the door where you kicked in the doors, the actual doors themselves, picture of the tablet you busted up, the report that she wrote, that she submitted electronically, saying what happened. All that is what they were waiting on, and it came too late.
I don't know what to tell you, because I didn't do this.
Okay. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to finish this arrest report. If you need something, just knock on the door. Okay. All right. Just give us about 15 or 20 minutes, and we'll get you over there. Water's right. All right.
Okay, use the bathroom? You go to the meeting in the bathroom right off.
we're gonna walk on over to the jail, all right? Is there anything else? Anything else you want to talk about? You all done? All right. Matter of fact, just sit down right there.
Just kind of sit there and then turn that chair toward us a little bit. That way your legs on.
Is that all right? Not too tight? Is that all right? Put your feet up there for me. Yeah, throw that one up there. You have to keep them both up there, I think.